Hi, and welcome to Tarot 42. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber, and welcome if you're new. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. All of those will absolutely help me to connect to your energy. So I was totally unable to sleep this evening, and I was watching Game of Thrones. I had this thought. I was like, I'm just gonna start saying when weird shit happens in the world, what in the Game of Thrones is going on here? Because, like, if you're a fan, if you've watched it, dude, there's so many messed up things that happen in that show. But I do love it. Big fan of Game of Thrones. I have a Game of Thrones tarot set, and it's in storage, miles and miles and miles, like a half a day drive away from me right now. I'm kind of sad about that. Kind of sad because there's like a whole freaking storage of a lot of stuff, miles and miles and miles away. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like post this or not, but we'll see. I was gonna try and play around with the tarot cards, because I am feeling kind of more comfortable with them, and I've got a cheater deck because I can't remember all these things. Like, I know what some of them, like, some of them are pretty obvious, right? Like, moving on, right? Going on a journey, moving away from stuff. A change. But I wanted to kind of play around with them and see what came up. But the main theme of the night, because I heard the horrifying article someone read on a YouTube video for a homesteading YouTube channel, about I don't know if I need that to come out. I'm just shuffling aimlessly. Something like 7,751 penises of African American descent were found on a fucking ship headed to, the person wouldn't say where, but they just said CHI. So that could mean China, that could mean Chicago. Like, here's my thing. Like, I'm so accustomed to weird shit happening in my life. And weird people just kind of popping up. And there's just, you know how when there's so many coincidences, there's no longer a coincidence? Right? So, I don't care if the government hears me. Say Chicago, China, whatever. I'm not really sure why she hesitated. It was in an article that's published on the internet. So I don't know, is there that much censoring going on in YouTube? Because I'm kind of confused, because I see all kinds of like nasty videos in the shorts feed for porn, but we can censor other stuff. And I'm not talking about like porn, like these girls look like they're fucking underage and they're probably being sex trafficked and forced to do these things. But sure, YouTube, we can censor an article that's printed elsewhere on the internet, right? But not that. Something that looks like chomo advertising. Okay. Keep throwing that in my feed, and I'm going to keep reporting it as everything that you have listed. Because that's how I roll. Don't put it in my feed. Do your job. You're a billion-dollar company. Multi-billion-dollar company. And you can't afford to hire somebody that can, like, I don't know, maybe look into it. But you got people scared to say the name of a town or a country or whatever on a something that's already been printed. The fuck, YouTube. Anyways, whatever. Moving on. They'll probably censor this if I upload it. It's all right. That's way too many. Thank you. Anyways, so I saw that article and I'm just going to literally start saying, what in the Game of Thrones is going on here? Because that happened a year ago. Over a year ago. Like her video was like 2 or 3 days ago, I think it was posted. And it was talking about that. And I was just like, what? Because I'm pretty up on the conspiracy theories. I like to kind of keep an eye out on that stuff. Just because if you can read between the lines, you can find the accuracy or the things that we should be paying attention to. I don't know. That was weird. And if you hear a bunch of weird poppy, weird noises, it's not my bottom. It's my chair. I mean, technically it's my bottom because my chair is underneath my bottom, but... Excuse me, I had to have a drink. Anyways, so... Yeah, I'm just going to go with what in the Game of Thrones is going on here. Because everything's all fucking weird. I don't know. Let's see what we got. There's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm kind of pulling it. I want to see how things read and just kind of see if I can kind of try. Because I love my oracle card. I love all of my cards. Like, I think about them all day. Not like in a weird, creepy way, but I do. I think about them like I do. I love my cards and I want to do things, but it does take a lot of energy out of me to do a reading. So I don't know. I mean, God bless y'all that can do reading after reading after reading after reading all in one setting. That's amazing. I don't know how you're pulling that energy. But let's see, we got the Ace of Cups reversed. Oh. Well, that's a sad card. Emotional loss. Blocked creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, expressed emotions. Next to the King of Swords, who is head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity, authority. You know how they say your head gets in the way of your heart? The head gets in the way of creativity. It gets in the way of a lot of things because we think too much. Maybe that's something for someone. There's another thing that I've noticed about this deck is there's only like just a few no cards and like a couple of maybe cards and the rest are yes. And the fact that a maybe card came out, 2 maybe cards came out, and 1 no in this. Okay, so what do we got? We got the 4 of Wands. No, that's not the 4 of Wands. That's, sorry, the 9 of Wands. Sorry. I was looking at that different. Roman numerals, every now and then I'm like, I confuse the V and the X if I'm not really paying attention. I just assume it's one or the other. Mostly the V. The 7 of Wands reversed. And the 4 of Swords upright. Paranoia, because this 9 of Wands, struggle, overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoia, exhaustion, fatigue, lack of motivation. So like if you're too much in your head right now, you're blocking your creativity and your heart. Exhaustion, giving up, overwhelmed, overly protective. Okay, so what this is saying is right now that you're literally so in your head that it's blocking your heart from whatever this situation is. And it's ultimately saying you need to take a break. You need to rest. That is what the, you know, oftentimes in medieval history, when the soldiers would return from battle, they would relax, they would lay, they would, and this is kind of what that signifies. Like, it's not like somebody dead in there. It's just like it's a resting place for them after a battle. Or resting before a battle, even. If they know they're going to war. So you've been in your head so much that you've avoided your heart, and you're exhausted. You're just fucking depleted. And you need to rest. You need to rest, and you need to recenter yourself. You need to regroup yourself. And you're overwhelmed by something. You're overwhelmed by choices. You're out of alignment. Like, this says alignment in reverse, but you're out of alignment. If I put it next to everything else, you're all disjointed. Okay, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Abundance, manifestation. Okay, so like obviously the Ace of Pentacles means abundance. So it's just good money. It's a beginning. It's a new. Okay, so I want to say that after you settle yourself, after you rest and you, okay, you're going to wake up and you're like, oh, okay, I've got a decision to make, okay. And you need this rest in order to make the decision because you feel overwhelmed by this. The King of Swords is disciplined, also truthful, honest. So you need to, while you do need, it's a balance, right? Everything is a balance. And so you need to balance yourself. You need to bring yourself in, reel it in, sweetie, reel it in. And you need to really just, because you have the potential. Sorry, I'm trying to, my little window's tiny because I have stuff up on the computer. You have it, it's coming in, but you're overwhelming yourself. You're doing this. Are you moody? Jealous? Disappointed about something? Cups is love. Our relationships. Cups. Something maybe upside down in your love life, which is preventing you from resting and relaxing to move on to your abundant life. And abundance is more than just monetary, right? Abundance can be an abundance of love comes in many forms. Money, it can be a multitude of things, right? Abundance, it can be literally anything your little heart desires, right? So are you disappointed? Are you jittery? Maybe. Like, you can't sit still. You can't complete something. You're starting a bunch of things, and that's why there's too many choices, and I don't really know what to do, and it's overwhelming, and I'm exhausted already, and I'm in my head. Okay, we got ego, 6 of Wands, lack of confidence. Excuse me, but I don't think that that's what this is. I don't think that, you know, I said at the beginning I couldn't sleep. Now I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. The King of Swords seems a pretty disciplined kind of person. So I don't think it's a lack of confidence. Maybe you're too much in your ego about something. We've all been there, right? I know, dude, like even tonight, I've had a moment of ego bullshit. But, like, it happens. But discredited, maybe you were discredited, and that's why that's causing so much confusion and exhaustion. And maybe someone is trying to use whatever type of relationship, because it could be anything. It could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be business. Maybe somebody's trying to roll you around in the mud and douse you with a bunch of bullshit and make everybody think that you're this horrible, awful person. Or maybe not even that, to that extreme, but maybe you feel discredited. Again, it's kind of this one. Okay, so I got 2 that came out there. Hermit Reversed. So you're in isolation, but not in a positive way. Yeah, this happens a lot to people that are in narcissistic relationships. And I talked about that last night because I felt compelled to have a discussion about it. But if you're being placed in an isolated situation, or someone has inadvertently placed you in an isolated situation, that's a... Look, anybody who makes you feel guilty for going out, and it can be very subtle, and let me explain. I'm gonna woman-splain some stuff. I'm sorry. It's not a joke. I'm just trying to find lightness in the harshness of the message I'm about to deliver. But for example, say you have been going on a break at work, and a good friend works there with you, and you've been doing break with them for 6 months, right? Maybe a year. Every day, Monday through Friday, at the same time for 6 months to a year. And you meet somebody and they're all great and wonderful and blah, 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 blah. And so you spend the next 3 months spending those breaks. Every single break, every lunch, every break, talking to them, and they're able to do this, right? And then the one day that your friend says, look, I haven't seen you like for 3 months. We haven't gotten to talk, we haven't gone to break, we haven't gone to lunch, we haven't done nothing together for 3 months. Where have you been? Why is this person just monopolizing your entire existence? Right? And so you're like, yeah, no. Oh, God, I didn't realize. And so then you're like, oh, hey, I'm going to go to break with, or I'm going to go to lunch with, or whatever. And this person throws a fit. Well, let me tell you, that's your first red flag right there. If they haven't thrown a fit about something else, that's your first red flag. And so you go to break. They still don't even allow you to go to break without having calling you, because of course you could totally be getting it for that whole 10-15 minutes, right? If somebody starts trying to make you feel guilty about having the things that you had before them, that's a red flag, and you need to, that's not healthy. It's not healthy. So just step away from them. The other thing that popped out was the Empress in reverse. I see some more of that creative block. Impatient, dependent on others. Okay, so I think it's more this person. I feel because of a situation that's resonating with me, I feel like all this like negative bleh is kind of like potentially coming in from this other person that's got you in this, right? Because I do believe, you know, I think you're a strong person. Whoever this is for, I think you're a strong person. I think that this person is creating confusion and chaos in your life. And, you know, for all I know, for all any tarot or oracle or anybody reader knows, it could be their own damn reading if it resonates that much with them. But I mean, I can sense things that are similar to my own experiences, that I think that this negative it is coming from a person who, whether they're trying to control you or trying to step into your life to control you or do whatever it is they're doing. Like, look, come on now, look. And I know, because I can't put these together like y'all do amazing jobs at, but I know that is without even like looking at the words, I know that that's like at a crossroads, is like a difficult decision. And then you've got this reverse Four of Wands, which is supposed to be a celebration, but that's really not. When you've got it paired with all this, ugh. And then you've got the Devil energy, like, and it is in reverse. So maybe you're realizing, maybe you're trying to step away from it, but I feel like this energy is coming from an outside. And I'm not saying that we're not responsible for our own reactions. It's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. I'm not saying that we're not responsible for our own reactions, for our own. God knows I've had my own fair share of shitty fucking responses, and most of which come from me being like, no, you've been doing this to me for like 25 years. So, okay, maybe not 25 years. Let's just go with like 5 years, right? You've been doing this to me for 5 years. I'm fucking done. And I want you to see what it's like, right? But does that really do any good? No, it just makes you feel like shit when you do it. So, excuse me. I feel like this is coming from somebody else. So I think that you're just like finally fed up. And I think you're realizing that it's like, okay, if I continue down this road, and from my personal experience, I would agree with you. If you continue down this road, it's not going to bring you into any kind of fruition of anything good. So I think that maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm going to let it go. I'm done with this nonsense. And it's going to happen quick, because you're just going to be like, I'm fed up. I want my freedom back. I want my life back. And that's going to take some self-discipline. And when you do that, you know, the discipline is going to bring prosperity and a new beginning. You're going to find peace. You're going to have some new ideas. Curious, you're going to be thirsty. Not for that, but for knowledge. I keep forgetting that there's some things I can't say anymore. There was something that I said one time, and it was basically a reference, and it was something I had said all the time, like for years and years and years, but I grew up so naive. I didn't know anything about this world. Like, I knew that there was pot and drinking and cigarettes. The mind blown, like 30 years into my life about all this other shit. I was like, whoa, what? What does that do? I don't. And then I went back to school and I started, you know, I went back for my bachelor's in psychology. So I just, I was naive, right? But I said, and I can't remember what it was now. It might be something that I think of down the line, but there was something I was saying, and it was a reference to like drug use, and I was like, not that. I was never meaning that. I was so embarrassed because I realized what I was saying. Like, you know, it's kind of like when like the hippies were like talking about like smoking dope. Okay, well, dope now can mean a multitude of things, including crack cocaine, just a whole barrage of things, right? Anyways, so I've got to be careful. So when I was saying thirsty, I know that means something else now too. So I mean thirsty for expansion, knowledge, wisdom, things like that. Yeah, see, if you do this, if you let this go and you're like, it's going to just take off. Like, you got energy, passionate, inspired, action, adventurous. Like, it's coming in. It's coming in. Careful. Caution with your ego. Nobody wants to be the high priestess in reverse. Nobody does. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to be the high priestess in reverse, except for the priestess who wants to be in reverse, right? Don't get burnt out. Don't get burnt out. Calm thyself. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so tell me more about this person that could be creating this diversion. Nope, that's a lot. Oh, well, no, it might not be. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take them. Let's see what we got. The one that was turned upside down was from darkness to light. No, yes. It's a work situation. Were you involved with somebody with work? Here's my advice. Never mix business with pleasure. In any form. I don't care if you're the customer and the hottie behind the counter is like, hey girl, what you doing? Just don't mix business with pleasure, because if shit goes down and it goes south, like, and they keep a job, they've got a career there or whatever, like, you're never going to be able to go shopping there, and it could be like 2 minutes away from your house. How craptastic is it going to be that you got to go 20 miles down the road to go anywhere else to avoid this person because it got messy, right? Don't mix business with pleasure. That's my best advice. Secret Society, Bad News Bears. Downloads. I'm going to turn these over and then kind of look at them. It is a genuine offer or gift. Go see them. Maybe don't go to that store where it got messy. That's a joke. From darkness to light makes sense. Maybe you're in this kind of like shadow version of yourself. There's caution here somewhere. Caution. The High Priestess in reverse. Be cautious that a work situation doesn't get blown out of proportion, or that someone works you up into this feeling that it's going to be more than what it actually is. Because that happens. Secret Society bad. I don't think that was meant for y'all. And I'm not, if it resonates, it resonates, but I'm going to just put this off the camera because I don't think that's for y'all. Don't think that's for you. Downloads, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your daydreams, pay attention to what I like to refer to as toilet time or shower time. Sometimes like those are the best times that you get hear really great ideas or whatever is during whatever bathroom time you're spending. Something that's coming in is going to be genuine. It's a genuine offer or a gift. So if somebody comes to you with an offer or a gift, use your discernment. For some reason, I put my hand on that card because I was going to say to be cautious with your work situations. Maybe it's someone that you've been thinking about going to see. Maybe it's somebody that while you were in this kind of like, and I say, I feel like you're forced into this like hermit mode by someone else. It wasn't your choice to gain wisdom and knowledge and go within and meditate and do, like, it wasn't for self-growth, right? It was like a forced situation. So maybe if there was somebody that you've been thinking about and that you miss, somebody that was a good friend, that was a part of your circle, that it just felt weird to be with them or around them because you felt like it would be maybe inappropriate, even if it wasn't inappropriate, like if the other person would have interpreted it as that. I think maybe you need to go see them. And maybe they have whatever it is, because a gift or offer, it doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be anything like that significant. But it can still be significant in the fact that it's a gift to you from them. And it's real. It's not a garbage thing. It's not a garbage gift. And no gift should be garbage, but some are. Let's be honest. Some are meant for manipulation. You have ancestor intervention. I think you're pretty safe to go. If you're feeling like you need to go, you're safe. You're good. I think good things are going to come. As long as you stay balanced, I think good things are going to come your way. And I think they're going to come fast as soon as you make that decision. Right? I got to get thicker note cards. These don't really... I got this stuff. And I think where is it? There. It's quick sort quick. And it works really great for making your fingers move better on paper. Okay, let's go. See, ancestors guiding. I can't even, it's upside down. Yeah, you're good, sis. You're good. And if you're a dude, just take my sis as a loving thing. It's not meant to make you feel not masculine. Just, I'm a girl. I'm just talking to my girls. Actually, I have more guy friends than I do girls, and I don't call them sis. Divine mission. You're either going to be stepping into your divine mission, or you're being led to your divine mission, or you're already on it. I'm not going to make that. Take what resonates. I try not to go overboard and tell you, oh, it's this for sure. It's this for sure. Like, it could be. And none of it could resonate. I don't know. Oh, where'd it go? No, okay. Chair. Not me. I mean me, but not that. Is there anything else? Yep, what's that? Courtship. Are you going to... Oh. Okay. Gift and concern are in reverse. So... Don't go back to this person that put you in this shit. Because my initial thought when this popped out, that it was disingenuous. And then these two pop out, and I'm like, yeah, nope. Do not go back to this person, because, okay, so like a lot of people, you know, I just posted this thing about the narcissist last night. They will love bomb you. They will try to reel you back in. They will do their absolute most to They will do their absolute most to get you back in. And there's no freaking reason other than they just want to win. They want to win this imaginary, invisible damn competition that they have created all by themselves. That they're the best thing since sliced bread. Bitch. You wouldn't have to try that hard if you were, would you? Alright, what came out? We got something. We got family room. Is there going to be a gathering? Maybe where this becomes very apparent. Maybe your folks are telling you, like, not your folks, like your parents, but like your people, your tribe. Maybe they're telling you, like, girl, boy, get away from this person right now. Maybe the family's going to come in for an intervention if you ain't leaving this person. We got thoughts upside down, or in reverse. I say upside down. And that's very Taurus of you. Male, female. Man, you're all over the place on this person. You need to let them go, probably. That's just from my own personal experience, because there's a lot of things in here that are, yeah, I think, ooh, yep, your thoughts are everywhere, because all them cards just popped right the freak out while I was thinking about that. Okay, look, you need to let them go, no matter how difficult that is. You need to let them go. Wish them well, give them love. Let them do their thing. And they're going to try. They're going to try hard. hard to get you back. And it's nothing but a game. It's nothing but a, see, I told you I could. I told you I could. I told you couldn't find anybody better than me. It ain't about being better than you. It's about me being in my peace. It's about me being happy with myself like I was before you. Okay, what fell? A child. Maybe you have a child? Look, having a child with a person like this can be very difficult. I know. Or it could be your inner child. Can I get more on the child, please? Something about the child that clarifies if this is their child or if it's their inner child. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I don't know what that meant, but I take that. Mature woman, upside down. Reverse, reverse. Sorry. There may be someone from the other side that's a mature woman that's passed that's coming to talk to you about your child or your inner child in regards to this. Can we clarify the mature woman, please? Anything else from this deck, please? There we go. Thank you. We got privileged lady. Well, are we getting shy? Or maybe we're done with this deck? Are we done with this deck? Let's be done with this deck. What do I got? Do I want to take that? I guess. What's this deck? Oh no, let's do this deck. It's kind of. Let me do a little shuffling. Actually, every day I'm not shuffling because I can't always do this every day. That's the thing, because I feel exhausted. Like, I'll do like the little like shorts and stuff because I can just kind of like lightly focus on things. But oh, there we go. There's clarifying on this child and this lady, and all right, let's see what we got so far. I know I hate it too, but I can't remember what I was saying. Oh gosh darn. Let me put my readers on because I got a cataract a few months ago and now I can't focus my eyeball. That's what happens when you get a cataract and you don't get like this big fancy thing. Well, I don't even think that if you have the big fancy cataract surgery that you can focus your eyeball anymore. I think once they remove that old lens, you can't, they rob you of that ability to fix your eyes. So like, some things come with good and bad. But I'll tell you what, I never wanted freaking open my eye and see what I saw in like a very short term amount of time. Unexpected. I blame the elevation 1000%, or somebody was doing some hoo-ha juju bullshit, and that I hope you get that back tenfold, because that was a craptastic thing to do to a person, you know, mess with their eyesight. All right. No, I shouldn't do that. I don't know, leave them up. Melancholy. Joyfulness. We got quarrel. Ooh, I see the story unfolding. Absence. Scholar. A widow. And infantilism. So you're childish. So there's with a child, a childish. Okay. Look, I bet a widow is maybe the mature woman. Someone's being childish. The privileged lady, melancholy. I think that these two go together. Do you remember? Did you ever see the movie Melancholia with Kirsten Dunst? If not, I highly recommend it. It's very interesting. It's like she had this inner knowing without knowing that something just... I don't want to give the movie away. It's just a really good movie. She knew. She knew the whole time. She didn't know how she knew, I don't think. I don't think I recall her knowing exactly what it was. Like, it wasn't like she was like psychic, right? Like, she just knew. It was just an inner thing. She knew that this was coming, right? And it was going to come in her lifetime very quickly. Well, not quickly, but like early in her life. So maybe this privileged lady, and I can understand that. I've had nothing, then I had everything, and then I had nothing again, and I had everything. And now I would be okay with nothing. I'm just saying. Being privileged isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Like, I think about... It's so weird, because I can't stand the hoe nature of stuff that is these days, right? It's not that I can't stand it, it's just... I feel like there's a time and place for it, right? And I see all this garbage, and it's like, when did we decide to stop wearing clothes? Like, literal. Like, we were walking around in teddies and shit. Like, when I grew up, there was a place for that. And it wasn't on the streets. It wasn't on a stage. It wasn't in a movie. Like, okay, there might have been, like, a little bit of, like, naughty 80s, 90s, whatever. But it was on, like, freaking after 10 o'clock at night. You weren't seeing people like, hey, baby, let's do this shit right here. And it's like softcore porn. Like, that was not what I grew up with. And it's just like, what the fuck is happening? And it's not that I disagree. I want you to feel comfortable in your skin. And I want you to be able to do your thing for your man or your woman or whoever you're with. But for God's sakes, like... And maybe it is antiquated. I don't know. I feel like... My point to that was, there was a little bit that I saw about Cardi B. And somebody was talking about, she posted something. And I don't remember what precisely verbatim. But it basically boiled down to her saying, I don't want to be that Cardi anymore. And she was talking about, like, the things that she was selling and as far as her music and that kind of stuff. And I just thought, sweetheart, you ain't got to be like that. You don't have to be like that. And it's weird because, like, I've always kind of liked it. Like, at first I was like, oh my God, what is this garbage music video that I'm watching right now? And then, like, I would listen to her talk, and it's like, I like her. She's kind of funny. And she does, like, even though I don't agree with, like, I think stripping, okay, I get it. Like, it's helpful for people that need money. But, like, at the same time, it's like you're still degrading yourself. You're still lowering yourself. And at some point, like with her situation, like, she's a mom now. And she's like, that's part of the reason, or probably 99.9% of the reason. I'm not speaking for you if you hear this, but I mean, I feel like as a mother, I feel like that's why she was like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to put out this image anymore. But, like, at the same time, it's like, okay, everything that you did prior is still on the books, and some nerdy kid in his basement of his parents' house has all that crap saved on a freaking hard drive, safekeeping for when Cardi fucks up, and they're like, oh, but I got this. You know what I mean? Like, but everything you did before was like, it's there. And I know that everybody has a past, and I'm not judging you for your past, but it's just like, she doesn't want to be that anymore. Then don't be that. Don't be that. You don't have to be. People like you because you're goofy and you're funny and you're a sweet person, I think. And you don't have to be what they're trying to make you to be, because that's not empowerment for a woman. It was just the freaking patriarchy tricking you into thinking that it was your idea to do it. Nope. No, it was not your idea. No, it was not. You're not making the most money. I promise you that you are not making the most money. Anyways, that's just a thought. So, Cardi B, if you hear this, sweetie, you ain't got to do that no more. Do your time with your music and live your life. Be a mom. Be a family person. Go do your thing. Fulfill your contract. Knock out fucking everything. Like, look up that Michael Jackson stuff. He did the same thing. He just took a bunch of shit. He was like, here you go. Here's some shit. And I'm done with this contract. Do it. Do it, girl. Do it. All right, we got a Scholar. There you go. See? Research. Get out of your privileged lady melancholy. I have everything that I want, and I call that the Dorian Gray syndrome. Have you ever seen that? I don't know that there's a movie, but I know that it's been kind of portrayed in a lot of, like, TV shows. What's that very gothic? It was on Netflix. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. But the main female was stressful. Oh, anyways, I think it started with an E. But Dorian Gray was part of that. And I know y'all are thinking about that 50 Shades of Grey shit. It ain't that. Dorian Gray is a gothic story about a man who inherits a painting that becomes him, right? And what he finds out is that he can do anything he wants. He can die as many times as he wants. But the more that he can die, the more that he can do to himself, the more ugly the painting becomes. And he's got it hidden in his attic away like this sore, disgusting thing. But he knows that that's what is keeping him wealthy and thriving and young and beautiful, and he can get anything he wants. But his craving, because he can have anything that he wants. He can have anything that he wants. But what do you really have if you can have anything that you want. There's a big freaking, there's a bigger meaning to that. Like, it's kind of like that, you know, with vampires. Like, I can live forever. But what's the point when you see all the people that you love and you care about die away? And then it's like you see the world die away, and you see this degradation, and you see this, and you see that. And yes, you can find positive things and everything, but when you can have literally everything that you want, then what the fuck is the point of living? What is it? I mean, I'm not saying what's the point of living, but like, what's the point of anything when you don't even have to try, right? Okay, so it's like, oh, look, you can stay at home. You're a stay-at-home wife because your husband makes 6 figures a year, and eventually you're going to fucking run out of things to do. Even if you're a socialite, you're going to run out of things to do. You're going to get bored with your fucking life. I promise you. So, melancholy and privileged lady go very well together. They go hand in hand. I'm just saying, at some point, you're going to hit that level. Absence, quarrel, and joyfulness. But they came out this way. Do I think there's going to be a party? I think there's going to be some kind of a party. I think there's going to be some kind of a fight. And I think somebody's going to be like, see ya. I'm out. Or maybe there's a little bit of a battle because this person is missing. Maybe these girls are celebrating over here because they were like, yeah, we got the bitch to not come. And these guys are like, where's my bitch? I shouldn't say that. I know, right? Like, it's 2022. Someone will be offended. I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk how I talk. Like, I'm Gen X. Their sensitivity is zilch. Like, I mean, I do have sensitivity, but, like, I don't have time to correct myself. I don't have, there's too much going on in my brain pan for that. Like, you need me to clarify? I'll clarify it. I was like, I have no problem with that, but like, you know what to do. If you're on my channel, I know you've watched plenty of other channels that you know what to do. Make it fit. Well, I mean, don't make it fit, but like, make it appropriate to your gender or whatever the fuck. Waiting. Somebody's waiting for this reading to be over. What's in here? I love these cards, guys. I do. It's the Light Series Tarot. I love the artwork on these. It's so pretty. I'm not saying this is a card for this reading, but they're just, I just freaking love it. Look at these cards. Not sponsored. I'm just saying I really love them. I've had them for a while now, and I think they're great. Whoever the artist was on these cards, you did phenomenal, and I love them. Oh, Johnny Five. I remember that movie, Short Circuit. I love that movie. I just want to see if anything else comes out that's, woo, we got 5914. Sorry, y'all. I know nobody likes my long videos. They just like the shorts. It's okay. Someday maybe people will watch and hear the sage wisdom that I have. No, I'm kidding. There's some really great tarot readers. I like Bronwyn's Cove. Bronwyn's. I'm so sorry, girl, if I've goofed up your name. Bronwyn's. trying to remember if there was an S in there. I love her. I love her channel. She's great. And then, it's hard to tell you who they are. Chiron, I think. Chiron. Yeah, I like him. Who else? It sucks when I don't have my stuff right in front of my face, guys. I'm sorry. Like there are so many of y'all that I watch that I just absolutely love. Ten of Swords. So there is a completion to this mess. Let's see. I think that maybe you're just done with the whole conflict as a whole. I mean, like looking at all of these things, I think you're over all of it. You have the King of Swords again. We've got it twice in here. Both upright. Head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental, clarity, authority. So maybe when you're just, when you complete this, it's kind of like a full circle, but only now it's going to be balanced. You know what I mean? Now it's going to be balanced when you close it out. What's on the bottom? The wheel? The wheel. The wheel is upright. It's in your favor. Look at that. That was upside down again. Seven of Cups. You had that there too. Well, it was upside down. I think that's interesting. And the Empress, again, upside down. Where's your Empress? Upside down. Yeah, you need to get out of this. You need to walk away. You're missing out on all the good shit because you're focused on this shit. You'll be getting your King of Pentacles. I'm throwing these out upright to the camera. You can get your Six of Cups. What is that? Reminiscing, thinking about the past. Don't think about the past too much unless it's a good memory. Your Queen of Cups. Okay, well. I think, you know, actually, I just want to say, I think that the Queen of Cups with the King of Pentacles would be a really good match because it's a very masculine, feminine thing, right? The woman is from Venus and the man is from Mars. But they go well together. They complement each other very well, right? I mean, so I don't think that's a bad match. Because if you find your King of Pentacles, he's going to be able to take care of you in the way that you need to be taken care of, right? Not the way that this motherfucker over here wanted to try and take care of you. He's going to take care of you in the real way. Meaning, he ain't going to take care of you like, I'm going to hold this over your head like a carrot and be like, you've got to constantly like find a way to justify me taking care of you. That's like some fertility. Growth. Okay, you could be growing like a business side of things because that is kind of work. But there's a lot of kids in this too. So I just want to say there's a mom, a dad, and a kid. maybe y'all are gonna have a baby. Congrats if you do. Look. Don't be too stingy. Let your thoughts guide you. Don't hold on too tight. Two of Cups. Look, see, this is a happy place that you're going there. You ain't gonna have none of this shit. This rush into, oh, sorry, that was upside down. I don't have any of this rush in. Maybe somebody's gonna be trying to rush in and like mess your game up over here, but don't, because like look at this. You got the Nine of Cups upright. And boom. That's my card. Seven of Swords, that energy is gone. It's in reverse. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I keep I'm trying to remember. Knight of Wands in the upright, like it's a good time. It's light. It's, you know, yeah. If it goes in too quick, that could be something else. I understand that. You got a Ten of Pentacles in the upright. You got the Star in the upright. Look, this is in reverse. That energy is gone. Queen of Wands in the upright, gone. Judgment in reverse, like, it's done. As long as you let it be done. If you let it creep back in, you're gonna start getting not good shit. Do not let that son of a bitch back in. Look. You got this great thing going on. Don't fuck up. Don't lose your King of Pentacles. Where's he at? Do not lose that man, or you're going to end up with this shit. Where's Judgment was upside down. That was upright. Because I'm looking at it from the opposite angle. That was upside down. This was upright. This was upside down. This was upside down. This was upright. Do not let that sumbitch back in there. Whoever it is, or the a-hole in general, do not let them back in there. All right, let's see. One more, because we're at an hour 7 minutes. Good God Almighty, I'm sorry. Can't see. What is this? That's my, nope. That's, nope. Some oracle. What is this? That's oracle. Alright, look. Alright, we are going to, I'm going to scoot these forward a little bit because we got a nice little pile going, y'all. Got an hour and 8 minutes worth. All right, we got Divine Masculine, Electric Active Power. Yes, that is the energy we need to be bringing in. We need to get rid of this SOB that was in there before. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. Look at those two things together. They're very kind of like that Queen of Cups and that King of Pentacles being side by side, don't you think? Yes, one more. All right, here we go. We got Portal, Infinite Mind, Awakening Consciousness. And what happens when the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine energies come together? Well, let me tell you. Amazing things. Amazing things. Let's see. What do your ancestors have to say to you? We're going to do 2 decks. I'm going to mix these up. Because I can do whatever I want. right? All right, let's... I gotta get that stuff in my hands because... All right, there we go. So I started my card acquisition about 2.5 years ago, maybe, I think. I don't know. It's been a while. And I love the artwork on all the different ones. And I've got like, I've got this huge, like, pile in my Amazon cart and my save for later. And I found, we just moved here not that long ago, and I found a shop that has, like, the whole front half of the store is full of oracle and tarot and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I need to stay out of that store. I absolutely need to stay out of that store. I'm going to spend a fortune. And then there's another place downtown that I really, really, really like. I went there when I was younger and lived here before. It's a great city. Like, it's one of the best cities I think I've ever in my life. Except for London. I had a great time in London. I loved it so much. Okay, look, we got expect miracles and joy and contentment. Oh, I love it. Winter, take care of your needs. So be aware. Self-care. All that jazz. Autumn, release the old and rest. Autumn is my favorite time of year. I hope it is for a lot of people. Just because it's like that crisp, cool air. And it's not quite winter, but it's getting there. And it's like, oh, hoodie weather. And I know that sounds so cheesy, but like literally I love my hoodie. Like if I could live through year round with my hoodie on, I would. I still have a hoodie from like 8,000 years ago that somebody gifted me. And I can't, like if I could wear it every day, I would. Let's see. And the last one that I got out of this deck is Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. See, take care. See, that's what it is. Self-care, self-love. Sorry. I don't have the self-care, self-love. And release the old and let the new in. So we've got all that. Anything else for this evening? Because I've clearly taken up all kinds of your time. I'm going to do it like this. Just for this particular reading, I want to grab out of here. I want to grab a couple of here. Alright, y'all. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Now we got some movement. There it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright. Okay. What do we got? Got. We got Will of Spirit, flexibility. We got purification, and we have success. Look, y'all. Oh. Let me fix that. So you have flexibility, purification, and success. Okay, so in the beginning of this reading, we talked about how you needed to kind of just like get out of your head and let your heart like feel what was happening, right? Feel what was happening. And then you're going to purify yourself by releasing everything. You're just going to purge. And you're going to let it go. And that's going to bring you success. So I think I'm going to leave it there because we can't get any more clear message than that. Except for this weird secret society card that doesn't belong for y'all. That ain't you. That was some other energy popping up in there. I apologize. Oh, look, see the Hierophant. I just grabbed a card or grabbed the deck and split it as I was moving it over here. And that, like, you can't get any better than that, y'all. So anyways, love and light. Please, again, like, share, subscribe. If you enjoy how I do things here in my cluster, in my card spread, I'm going to go ahead and get things resituated, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.